first question, how old am I? Okay, I am 19 years old. I was born on the 4th of December, 2005. Okay, so in this year of 2025, I'm going to be turning 20. Okay, where did I grow up? I grew up mostly in Gauteng. I moved a lot growing up, so we moved between two provinces a lot. So it was Gauteng and KZN. So sometimes I'd live in KZN, sometimes I'd live in Gauteng. And within those provinces, I grew up in like different places. So I can't really pinpoint an exact place where I grew up, you know what I mean? Because we moved a lot. Like let's say I would stay 2 years in one place, 1 year in one place, 3 years in one place. You know what I mean? It was never a consistent living in one area. I moved a lot growing up, so yeah. So if you wanna ask me where am I from, Gauteng and KZN, you know, because I feel like that's the most honest answer. Things I'm good at but rarely do. So my hobbies. I joking. No, I do my hobbies consistently, but things I'm good at but rarely do. Let's see. Well, I feel like if I'm being honest, the main thing right now is studying. I don't study as much as I used to because you guys know. Okay, you may not know because I don't know if I've mentioned on the vlog, but growing up, I used to study quite a lot. You know what I mean? I was very much of an academic girly. I still am, even though I'm not in matric anymore or in school anymore. But I've always been an academic person. I've always believed in getting good grades. I've always believed in just pushing myself and just doing my best to just be my best. You know what I mean? Just to always try to maximize on what I was capable of and trying to also build more skills. Learning is everything. Learning is everything. So I feel like growing up in J, studying was my main thing. It was always my main thing. My education was the core of my life, most definitely. Let's see what else. Biggest accomplishment. My biggest accomplishment was probably matriculating as Tax Scholar. Like, yes. My biggest accomplishment has to be matriculating as Duck Scholar because that for me, I feel like it meant so much to me. You know what I mean? 12 years of education all amounted to that. Very big deal to me because I worked very hard. Hey, if you know me, you know I work hard. That's all I'm going to say. If you know me, you know I work hard. But yeah, I feel like that's my biggest accomplishment. It's something that I'm very, very proud of. Class of 2023. And yeah, I worked hard. I did my thing. Okay, let's see what else. Dream travel destination. Let me see. Dream travel destination. Gosh. I can't even think of one place off the top of my head because there's just so many places. Let me see. Where's the one place I would go? I can't even think of the place. Like there's just so many beautiful places. Like how do you choose one? Like how do you? Oh gosh. Oh. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's just put a pin in that. As much as this is a Q&A, let's put a pin in that because I literally am not sure. I can't really say there's one place because I feel like there's various places. That's with various continents. You know what I mean? Like I just want to travel. You know, like honestly, I can't pinpoint one place. You know, because each and every place has its aspects that being there would definitely be beyond an experience. You know what I mean? It would be like, you know, it would mean much more than just being in the place. It's the culture as well, the scenery. Oh, the scenery. One thing about me, I watch a lot of vlogs. So whenever I watch travel vlogs, it's the views, it's the scenery, it's the culture, it's the aesthetic. It's giving. It's giving. So okay, let's just put a pin in that because right now I don't have an answer for that, but I will get back to you guys once I have an answer. Let's see. What else do I have here? Okay, these are favorites. So I'm going to be mentioning now my favorites are certain categories. So let's start with food. What's my favorite food? Grapes. I'm going to be honest, right now, my favorite food is grapes. You know, I like grapes. I like grapes. I won't lie, you know what I mean? Because I'm a person who I feel like it's just anything that's light and also healthy. I'm very big on like eating healthy. You know what I mean? Even though sometimes I may not be in tune with that, but I'm very big on it. What else? My favorite drink. Favorite drink. I mean, my favorite drink. I mean, I can't say water, even though I drink water more than any other, drink. But gosh, can I say water? And that too, what type of water? Still water? Sparkling water? Um, hmm, let me see. You know what? I think, if it's not water, the closest thing has to be lemonade. I really do like lemonade. I really do like lemonade. I do. Especially when it's cold. If it's warm, that's a different story. But if a cold glass of lemonade, yeah. Yeah. And also, I like passion fruit. Anything with passion fruit, it's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's definitely up there. Blueberry flavored drinks as well. Then again, what else? Because then I would have to tap into more flavors. Because now I've said blueberry, there's strawberry, there's orange. Okay, you know what? Let's just get back on topic. Let's get back on topic. So my final answer for favorite drink, passion fruit, anything. Let's continue. Favorite color. Oh, now this is a question because I'm in between. Okay, for the longest time, it used to be gray. It used to be gray because I just like the way gray looks. It's just such a nice color that complements a lot of colors. You know what I mean? Like, I think my curtains, I don't know if you guys can see, but they're gray as well. It's just a nice color. My bedding is a color that I like, but I also feel like gray and purple, those are like the two colors. Yeah, because purple, I also do like purple, but I feel like also I'm the type of person that if something is my favorite color, I don't want to see it everywhere because now it's gonna throw me off. It's too much now. It's too much now. Okay, just have it in bits and bobs and bits and bobs, and it's like, yeah, keep it special, because now if my whole room is gonna be this color, then it's gonna be like, I know it's not gonna be my favorite color for a long time. Eventually, I'm gonna be like, you know what, it's enough now. But in terms of my favorite colors, between you know what? No, final answer, gray. Gray. As much as I do like purple, I like all colors in general. I mean, a lot of my room is pink with, like, I don't know if you can see the painting behind it. It's like pink with purple. So yeah, definitely pink, purple, gray, or all colors in general, just multicolors. I mean, I'm a fashionista. We don't discriminate when it comes to colors. All colors are welcome. What else? My favorite song. That one is easy. French Montana featuring Sway Lee, Unforgettable. That right there, every time I hear that song, oh gosh, it's been my favorite song for a very long time. That song, it just hits different. You know what I mean? It just hits different. That is by far my favorite song. I can't, this is not even something to debate about. That is my favorite song. It has to be my favorite song. It's been my favorite song. And perhaps it will always be my favorite song. You never know. It's just, it is quite the song, Yeah, I do love that song. Okay, my favorite clothing item. All of them. I'm a fashionista. Like, there will never be one specific item that I would pick over the others. I love all my things equally, all my clothes equally, all my accessories equally, everything equally. When it comes to favorite clothing item, I can't pick one. It's impossible to pick one because I'm a fashionista. Each and every item has its value. Each and every aspect of fashion needs to be somehow, appreciated. When it comes to clothing item, all of them. Favorite hairstyle. Now this is a question. Because growing up, I used to do a side bang a lot. I used to do a side bang a lot. But then I got tired of that. Then I do the middle part. Got tired of that. And then I did an afro, just full queen goddess vibes, you know what I mean? Then did I get tired of that? No. I feel like I started going to work. And then I started just not wanting to have my hair out because it was just becoming a situation of like, because at work I have to wear something, in terms of the gear, the equipment there, it wasn't making sure, because in order for you to like keep your afro in full form, you can't wear like something on top of it, otherwise it's going to change the shape. So I can now be having my afro out, then wearing those, because then the shape is going to be a lot. Then now I'm going to have to keep going to the bottom to try and fix it, it's just, Favorite season. I'm born in summer. But I do like spring. I really do like spring because I feel like spring is a perfect balance of all weather. I feel like also spring, it's never a case where you feel so hot that you know what I mean, you can't even go about your day because the weather is just, as much as I'm not the type to be, bothered by the weather. It could be 50 degrees, but if I want to go out and do my things and be productive, I will go out and do my things and be productive. You get it? Or it could even be -0, and I will still go out and do the things I want to do because, my day must go on. Just because the weather says, no. Whether it's whatever the weather conditions, I will still go about my day and be productive, unless it's too extreme, because then it's like, for safety reasons, I would have to stay indoors. But other than that, yeah. Anyways, going back to the question, my favorite season, spring. I really feel like it's spring. It has to be spring. As much as I do love summer, I do love winter, I do love autumn, but I feel like spring has just something about it. Spring, yeah, most definitely spring. My favorite month, December, obviously. I mean, everything happens for me in December. It's my birthday. It's a lot of my family members' birthdays. It's Christmas, Day of Goodwill as well. There's a lot just going on. It's New Year's Eve. In terms of fashion, I know December is my month. December, I know it's a Vencember even. Yeah, Vencember. Yeah, I'm calling it that. That's my favorite thing about myself. Okay, I feel like the better question would be, what's my favorite characteristic about myself? Let's just see. Let me see. If it has to be one, so I have to choose. I have to say my work ethic. I think it's definitely my work ethic because I am a bit of a workaholic, you know what I mean? It's just that I believe in just doing my best to just get to where I want to get in my own life, in terms of productivity, in terms of just what I want to have for myself, what I want to build for myself, the ways I want to help others, by also through helping myself, helping others as well. Sometimes when you work hard yourself, it can also benefit the people around you, especially when it comes to your family. And I feel like I'm very big on that. I'm very big on trying to improve my life, but at the same time also the people around me's lives, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to my family and people that are close to my heart. So I feel like most definitely that is up there. So basically I feel like my work ethic is, it's definitely my favorite thing about myself, because I feel like one thing about me, I will always choose productivity. As much as sometimes I'm so tired, but I think to myself, let me not spend the whole day resting, even if I rest, maybe even if it's for 1 hour, let me do something, that's going to make the job a lot easier the next day. So most definitely, I always try my best to be as productive as I can. Okay, what else is here? My favorite place right now, my room. My room. I do my content in here, I get ready in here, try different hairstyles in here, you know what I mean? My room is my favorite place, to be honest. I just chill. I just chill in here all the time. Like, literally, I just chill in here all the time. So my favorite place right now has to be my room. I'm always here. I'm always here. How long have I been on my hair journey? I've been on my hair journey since around 2020 June. So it was during lockdown. Yeah, I did my big chop then, and it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I do not regret it. I would make that decision over and over and over again. I feel my most happiest when I look at myself, because I feel like this is my most natural. My hair journey has been a long one throughout my life, but I feel like ever since I big chop, I really started seeing in terms of just happiness within myself, in terms of like my hair, the texture, because I've always liked my hair, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it just hit different now. If you take away all the damages and the processing that it had been through in the past, my hair was naturally an afro. So I decided to do, you know what, let me big chop and be the goddess that I am, and just be the Zulu goddess that I am, because honestly, yes, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, yeah. So yeah, it definitely was the best decision I've ever made in my life. I would definitely recommend big chopping, but once you feel like it, don't big chop because now you saw from here, you heard from here. It's something that you have to really decide on yourself. Natural hair is very different from a usual hair care routine. Like, if you have natural hair versus if you don't, you're going to see the differences as you big chop. In June of 2025, it's going to be around 5 years that I've been on my natural hair journey. It's not even a journey now, it's just my life. And I can just be honest with you, it's not difficult. Maybe difficult when you're still learning what products to get, but once you have tried the things and you've just tried different products and you finally found things that work for you, it becomes easy because then you develop a routine. And once you have a routine, it's almost like second nature. You do it without even thinking. Most definitely, I would recommend, guys. It's literally, it's not difficult. It's easier than easy. It's second nature. It's just a matter of getting a routine, because once you have a routine, everything else will fall into place. You know what I mean? So definitely, highly recommend. Okay. Next question. Let's see. What are my goals on this YouTube channel? I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers. I feel like that's my main goal for this YouTube channel. I would like to one day reach 1,000 subscribers. That would be very nice. You know, yeah, 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. My other goals, well, to do well at work and just have my performance up. Yeah, to just have my performance up, because the better my performance, the more, you know. At the end of the day, we're really here for the, I'm really there for the money aspect. As much as I do love my job, and I'm good at it, I'm very good at it. You know, I mean, I'm very proud of how much I've learned. Because I haven't been there for that long, but I've learned so much and managed to develop my skills, and I feel like I enjoy the job. I really do. It's nice. You know what I mean? It can be very tiring, especially the hours, but overall, it's nice, most definitely. Okay, what else? Let's see. I think that's almost all the questions. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Right. Let's see. Do I play any sports? Okay. Growing up, I used to play like a lot of sports. I used to play almost every sport that I could play. Any sport that was available to play, I played. So I'm definitely someone who's interested in sport. It's not something that I play right now. I don't play any sports right now because I'm working and I don't have the time, you know what I mean? But if I ever could make the time to just, pick up any sport as one of my hobbies, I would. Because growing up, I used to also play netball. I played hockey for some times. I was an athletics person. I did quite a lot of athletics, cross countries, a lot of them. Sprints, 100 meters, 200 meters, long jumps. What else was there? Hurdles. Yeah, I definitely did a lot of sports when it comes to growing up. Yeah, any sport that was available in the school I was in, I always tried my best to participate. So yeah. Okay, what else? What else? How often do I upload on YouTube? Listen. My channel is still fairly new, so I haven't developed a consistent uploading schedule, because the thing is also work kind of gets in the way a lot of the time. So once I can feel like I can develop a proper, schedule in terms of time management, and when I'm going to vlog and when I'm going to edit and when I'm going to upload, and also how I'm going to put that within my daily routine so that I have time to do a little bit of everything, so that things can be on time, because I feel like work does take a lot of my time, and also I have to sleep. I have to sleep. So I feel like once I can just develop a routine for everything, I definitely will try and create a normal routine of a certain date where I upload every day. But we will see how that goes. Okay. Right. I think that's almost everything. Yeah, one more question. Words of wisdom. Okay. My words of wisdom. What words of wisdom do I have? Let me see. Sometimes in life, it's not about doing what you want. It's about doing what makes a difference. And let me explain. I feel like there's many times in my life when I've realized that even if I decided to do a certain thing or embark on a certain experience or make a certain decision, it wouldn't be the best in terms of my life and my future as a whole, in terms of what I wanted for myself and who I wanted to be. You know what I mean? There's certain decisions that you're going to have to make that, even though they're out of your comfort zone, it's the best decisions to make, because it's going to really improve your future. It's going to make a difference in your life. It's not something that's going to temporarily make you, feel a certain type of satisfaction. It's something that's going to really change your life for the better. You may not necessarily want to do it, but sometimes making that decision is going to be for the better for not just you, but everyone around you. I feel like that's basically what I mean when I say sometimes in life, it's not about doing what you want, it's about doing what makes a difference. Because I feel like you need to prioritize the choices that improve your life. Don't prioritize the choices that just improve your life right now in terms of temporarily. You need to also think long term. You know what I mean? It's very important to think ahead. I'm not saying you must now be planning everything in your life, no, but I'm definitely saying it's important to also think ahead and think about how something will also help you in future, because I feel like that's definitely one of the things that I had to work on. Because when it comes to like thinking about certain choices, like maybe I wanted to do something today. I wanted to do something today, but then I could have done something else that would build a skill that would help me in the future. So what is the better choice? I mean, it's not to try to say that I must be hard on myself or must be too serious, but I feel like sometimes there's a time and place for everything, and sometimes you have to prioritize what's important and what's going to make an actual impact in terms of you and your own life and your productivity. Once again, productivity, and also just you being able to put yourself in the right place in the right direction so that you can be happy. You need to set an environment that allows you to be happy, and making decisions like those important ones, those life-changing ones, is what's going to build that environment where you can be happy. Because I feel like being happy is important, guys. If you're not happy, then what's the point of doing anything? Like, honestly, like, it's not about doing what you want, it's about doing what makes a difference. You need to work hard to create an environment that allows you to be happy. Don't be stressed, don't feel any type of uneasiness or anxiety. Just work hard just to create a life where you feel like you can be yourself, you can excel, and you can just be the best version of yourself, be the best you. So yeah, those are my words of wisdom. And yeah, that's been my vlog for today. I really enjoyed this Q&A. It has been quite long, but I will edit it and we'll see how that goes. But I do thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've enjoyed this. It's been nice, talking to you guys, because I never really do these type of, as much as my channel is new, of course, but yeah, it's been nice doing this little sit down and just be able just to talk about myself. And yeah, you guys can definitely look forward to the next vlog. I'm not really having anything planned right now, so it will just be whatever it is that I'm doing. But I do thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned for the next vlog, because it's only right. Bye guys.